Hello everyone! Welcome to the Forest of Memories. I am Zrook Windcaller, your guardian, your high remembrancer, your arbiter, and the reminiscing bard of Twilight. Here we are. The final, well most likely, the finale to Tavern Talk. I am not ready for this, I don't think. Last night was very emotional, and I am worried and concerned about how this is all going to turn out. So, with that in mind, let's sit back, try to relax, and dive into this world we left behind. For those who weren't here yesterday, things have gone from bad to worse. Because for those who don't know, well, God, where do I start? So, Alethea didn't come back. For those who weren't here yesterday, the heroes we had broke into two groups to stop our big bad evil guy from doing his thing. By the way, said big bad evil guy's right here. I wish he wouldn't have come. Yeah, old friend of the innkeepers. Point is that the groups broke apart to try and, well, one group tried to stop the big bad evil guy, another group tried to make a weapon to fight him. Both failed, and Alethea was killed. And then resurrected, because it turns out our bad guy's a necromancer, so fuck him. Right. So, at the moment, Carolyn, Lynn, Dave, and Jade and I have basically been up all night. We didn't sleep. We were too busy telling stories and trying to work through the grief, basically. So that's why everyone looks so ragged. Someone should go after Clay at some point. We'll need his help. And yeah, Clay the Barbarian was in here. He got very angry at everybody and he stormed out. Rightfully so. He had a right to be angry, but still. We don't have time to let ourselves fall apart right now. Easy for you to say. You weren't there. Carolyn's right. We'll have time to feel defeated once we're dead. Right now, all is not lost. Not yet. Sure. It's just a bit hard to buy this never give up shit right now. If you know how to salvage all this, feel free to share with the class. I'm serious. I won't even roll my eyes in any heroic speeches right now. Yeah, I figured. So what? You just want to give up? I don't know. Clay was right. It's getting pretty hard to see the point. That's exactly what got us into this mess to begin with. What? Your failure? No. This is fucking ambivalence, and that... I do agree with her on that one. Everyone, like, I brought that up in, like, the very first stream we did of this game. Everyone just seemed so nonchalant about things. Bad things could happen, and everyone's response was just always, oh, someone else will take care of it. Someone else will fix it. Like, even Una had that, you know, I think she's retired. She's allowed to have that mindset. But for everyone else, it was, oh, a group of heroes will fix the problem. Someone else will do it. So she's not wrong. Everyone's just decided to put it off, and now we're at this position where, well, a little too late to start taking notice. I think you guys need to take a good hard look at reality. I don't like betting on losing horses. Of course. Did enough pro bono today? How much it'll cost to get you interested again? Oh, you can fuck right off. Ulysses. What's up, Dave? Think this through. What would you even do? Where would you go? Don't patronize me for trying to save myself. Dave's right. There won't be anywhere to go soon. I don't want to hear it, innkeeper. What do you even know? All you do is sit here and watch everything fall apart around you. Don't you dare lecture me on this. I don't think that's very fair of you to say. You really want to talk about fair? Must be easy, huh? All up on your high horse watching us struggle every day? And all you can spare is some half-assed commentary and a few pleasantries. It's not my job to make everyone's problems go away. I can't do that. And high horse nothing. What do you want me to do? Like, I'm not a miracle worker. And I am helping. Someone listening is probably one of the most important things for a lot of people. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you mercenaries cared so much. Well, I got there in the end. Did you? Should have figured. Explains why that bird spying on us all this time was just a footnote for you. Hey, you always go on and on about your responsibilities as an innkeeper. How it's your duty to serve anyone that walks through those doors. If that necromancer ass walked in here, would you offer him an ear and listen to his story? Would you serve Alethia's murderer a drink with the same smile like you do for us? Hey, maybe he'd bring her corpse along. Good thing you already know what drink to serve her. Okay, you need to stop. That's cruel. Why are you defending him? You should be just as pissed as me. That elf is gone because he couldn't get over his own ego, right? She left on her own. I am to blame, yes, but not all of it. She got angry, she let her emotions get the better of her, and she stormed out. All I did was offer help. When I said no, she went anyway. For all we know, Fable could be dead in a ditch somewhere and we wouldn't know it. My drinks aren't miracle tinctures. They can't move mountains. But they could provide the edge between life and death, couldn't they? And you decided to refuse them that help because you were petty. Okay, yeah, I was. But at the same time, she wouldn't listen to me either. I tried to help. Was I being petty? Yeah, but 80% of the blame falls on me. But the other 20% falls on her for not listening to me. She wanted to rush into something, in over her head, but she'll be back. Hey, Makeon, how you doing? Welcome back. How you doing? Not like it matters now. It does matter. She's not dead. Don't talk like Fable's already dead. Maybe you should have thought harder before letting Fable walk away like that. I did. I thought of everything I could have. What happened? And what happened to believing in them? If there's even a chance they might come back, I'll keep these tavern doors open. Good to know you seem to have somewhat of a heart. Oh, like I'm gonna take it from you. Like I'm really gonna take that from you. You literally have come in here multiple times and said, I don't do charity, I don't do pro bono, you pay up and I'll do whatever you want. You were literally willing to help Dave here murder his parents. Fuck right off with that. Yeah, I've had a good day, Makeon. Whatever. I don't know what else you want me to say. Just try to say something that doesn't make it sound like you've already given up. Like you didn't give up the moment things turned rough in the chasm. That was different. People were dying. A lot of people will die soon, because we ran. So unless you have some big idea for how to fix this world... Oh, I know. You can just set up another hit, Dave. That way someone else could take care of your problems again. It just won't be me this time. Alright, enough. You have overstepped. Enough. You don't get to talk about those kind of things. You took the job. So don't think you get to act all high and mighty. Innkeeper, Carolyn, it's been real. Or not. But risking Clay's temper seems more meaningful than sitting here, so bye. She does have a point, doesn't she? I don't know what to do anymore. On our way back from the Highlands, I was thinking I could just go see my family, but would I even reach them before the sun sets for the last time? I could have tried. Instead, I'm here, and I'm not sure why. There must be something left to do. Maybe if we have the element of surprise, with your sword, we might know. This sword can't save this world, neither can I. Great. So, that's it? Great. Fuck me then. And the clock keeps ticking. Hi, Fable. Hi. You look You look great. How are you? God, all the things I could say right now. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome back. I'm back. Somebody pinch me. Ow! I said pinch, not punch, Carolyn. I want to punch. I'll show you. Wait, it's really me. Even though I do look a little different. Is it weird? No. No, you look great. No, it suits you. Looking badass, Elfie. Thanks. I like it too. I like the horns. They look very, horny. No, I'm sorry. No, that's wrong. No, that sounds wrong. Let me try again. Take your time. They're very pretty, beautiful, effervescent. Do you need one of your own drinks, innkeeper? Well, what I really want to say is, I'm so glad you're okay, Fable. And I'm happy you're back. I'm really happy to see you as well, innkeeper. And there's so much for all of us to talk about. Wait. Before that, first and foremost, I want to say that I'm truly sorry. I should never have refused to make you a drink. No matter what insecurities I was dealing with, I should have never let them get in the way of keeping you safe. I made it back, didn't I? And I thank the dragons for that. But I still ended up acting like a giant hypocrite. God, I was worse than that. I was an idiot. All those times I joked about how I was basically going to protect you and I didn't want you to get hurt, and I'm the one who drove you away. I'm so sorry. It's good to see you again, Fable. None of my encouragement was ever given in falsehood. Yet learning to trust in the abilities I knew you had. It was hard to trust in you while the worry for your well-being was eating me whole. Worry of losing a friend. Don't you mean regular? No. You're my friend. Probably one of my best friends. Hell, maybe even family. God, it's good to see you again. If you'll still have me as a friend. You know, I thought a lot about our last conversation. Oh boy, here it goes. I was upset at first, but most of all I was afraid. Afraid that we'd never talk again. I didn't even know if I wanted to come back to this tavern. Maybe the me from a few weeks ago would have just stayed away, but you're important to me too, innkeeper, and I wanted to be brave for the both of us. So I came back to hear you out. And that makes you better than a lot of other people. And I'm happy I did. Glad you're both finally able to resolve this. That conversation must have really eaten into your word count for the day, innkeeper. Worth it. But yes, you'll have to carry me from here on out, Dave. I'll try my best. Oh, right! Guys, we don't have time to chat. There's this necromancer that stole Ur's axe. I don't know who he is or what he wants to do with it, but we have to stop him. Why are you guys looking at me like that? It might be good to get everyone up to speed. Well, it might be good to get everyone up to speed. You go first, Fable. You got us on the edge of our seats. Well, as you know, I was searching for Melly around the portal to the Twilight Chasm. I couldn't find any clues, not with the devastation left behind after the flood. And then a thought struck me. What if Melly was pulled into the portal by the waves? That would have been a nightmare, literally. And even if I could swear I saw the shadows around the portal moving, or the fact that its entrance to the plane called the Nightmare Realm, I couldn't just abandon my friend, so I went through the portal. How did that go? To be honest, I barely remember what happened when I first went through. The distorted landscape, the giant, gangly creatures roaming around, my heart was beating out of my chest. All my blood was in my ears again. Eventually, I found an alcove that gave me some shelter, but I just couldn't stop freaking out. In my blind panic, I had run so far away from where I entered that the chance of finding any traces of Melly were almost zero. So, what'd you do next? I must have fallen asleep. What? Excuse me? Well, all that running and worrying got me exhausted. I might have just passed out. It was weird, falling asleep in such a strange place. So let me get this straight. You went into the realm of nightmares, had a panic attack, ran for God knows how long to find shelter, and then fell asleep in the nightmare realm. Only fable. Only fable. I couldn't remember any dreams afterwards, just this sense of disquiet and unease. But when I woke up, the Twilight Chasm looked different to me. It didn't scare me so much anymore. Moreover, I felt almost melancholic as I regarded its deep purple horizons. And suddenly, close to my alcove, where spiky mountains split the sky, I saw entrances to tunnels that hadn't been there before. My curiosity got the better of me, and I ventured inside. The deeper I went, the more I started seeing veins of precious stones lining the walls. And soon the tunnel widened into a huge cave. And I mean, it was huge, gigantic. I wasn't even able to see the ceiling anymore. Turns out, somehow I had stumbled from the Twilight Chasm into the center of the plane. Not the dragon, but in front of me was the sleeping form of the Elder Dragon themselves, looking more awake than they should have been. Uh-oh. I can only guess that the water covering the floor must have roused them. The flood had even managed to reach cavern. Hi, Quinny. You mean the dragon that, if woken too early, will bring about the end of everything that's awake? Yeah. Great. Another apocalypse. Do we get double points for a combo? Wait. I haven't finished my tale yet. But you're right, it didn't look good, especially when the necromancer appeared. I hid behind a formation of stalagmites as soon as I noticed him. Something about his presence and armor seemed off. He was followed by a couple of undead creatures dressed in farmer's clothing. I was still debating whether to reveal myself or not when he began to cast a strange spell. A green mist started to coalesce around head, and then their eyes flew open. I was stunned when I saw their gaze. Their presence had suddenly become stifling. Whatever strange visions the mist revealed seemed to enrage them. Their roar must have shaken the whole plane. But while was distracted, the necromancer tried to retrieve their fabled axe wrapped in their tail. It was a gut feeling, but I just couldn't let him take that axe. I had to stop him. But as he took hold of the large weapon, he turned to look right at me. My legs felt like goo. I was shaking so bad it was hard to draw breath. I knew at that moment, if I tried to fight him, I would die. It was by pure luck that, in that moment, shook off the mist and lunged for the intruder. The undead creatures used their bodies to shield him, shattering upon impact with claws, while the necromancer cast the same mist spell again. The spell connected with ease, giving him the precious seconds he needed to escape. For a while, nothing happened. There was just silence. I think desperation made me brave, or blind to the consequences, but I could hesitate no longer. If that necromancer was to use the axe for evil while I had the chance to stop him and didn't, so I abandoned my hiding spot and ran towards begging them for help. You just asked the Elder Dragon for help? Yeah, seemed like my only option at the time. How did they answer? With a riddle. It went something like this. Gems and jewels I create, yet my most precious treasure I still await. Sought by many, found by the lucky, it blessed the oldest and youngest before it struck me. No mortal stands against it, an immortal's delight. So close to death, unseeing you find. What little mortal do I seek? Let's see. Gems and jewels I create, yet my most precious treasure I still await. Sought by many, found by the lucky. It blessed the oldest and youngest before it struck me. No mortal stands against it, an immortal's delight. So close to death, unseeing you find. What little mortal do I seek? Oh, I would say death, but because no mortal stands against it, and an immortal's delight. But an immortal can't die. So No mortal stands against it, an immortal's delight. So close to death, unseeing, you find. Ah, gosh, I was never good with riddles like this. A sphinx would eat me alive. It blessed the oldest and the youngest before it struck me. I was never good at riddles. I prefer a more hands-on approach. Just admit you don't have the patience. No, I've got the patience, I'm just not very smart. We have that in common. To be honest, I could barely think past all the emotions warring within me. And so I just said the first thing on my mind. I told them how much I didn't want to answer a riddle just then. Saving people shouldn't depend on getting a riddle right. And if wanted something in the first place, maybe they shouldn't speak in riddles. And communicate clearly instead. Did you... Wait, I'm sorry. You told the dragon of the earth, the literal apocalypse dragon, to literally speak clearly and stop speaking in riddles if he wanted something, and to speak like an adult. Wow. Well, damn, Fable. Like, huh. I am... Yeah, no. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Fable has literally gone on to the list of, you know, characters who could probably kick my ass. Maybe not physically, but verbally, she could destroy me. Wow. You said that to their face. I got caught up in the moment. It seemed to surprise them, judging by the rumbling chuckle they let out. Eventually, told me all they wanted to do was fall back asleep. Wait, what? Sought by many, found by the lucky. It blessed the oldest and youngest, for it struck me. No mortal stands against it. So close to death. And see, I thought, in the back of my mind, I was like, sleep? But you just woke up. You want to go back to... Okay, wow. Oh, they're a ranger. They could shoot you. I mean, yeah, that's also true. She could shoot me. Eventually, told me all they wanted to do was fall back asleep. So I pulled out my lute and played the elder dragon, a lullaby. Just as I could see their eyes starting to droop, they lifted one gigantic talon to my forehead. A strange heat ran through my body, and a floating orb of blinding blue fire appeared in front of me. It was so warm and kind. It tickled my nose, and when I couldn't hold in my laughter, I, accidentally ate it. Before I could panic about wasting gift, their gaze let me know that everything was fine. That their flame would stay with me from then on, and that the strength was their boon to me and to this world. The makeover was included, I guess. So, you're a dragonling, or half-dragon. Hang on. Well, she's not an elf anymore. She's dragonkin. That's what, that's what... Yeah, you're, yeah, you're a dragon elf, or a dragonkin, or something like that, yeah. And that's all there is to it, really. You make it sound so simple. I think that was plenty. That's astonishing. It's not like I did anything special. Anyone in my position would have done the same. No, they wouldn't have. No, I think this has Fable written all over it. I did forget to bring a cool trinket back for you. Fuck that. I'm just glad you're here. You want to give me something, I'd like a hug. That would be nice. Can I get a hug? I think you brought back something a lot more important. Hope. Oh! Elfie, are you saying you can produce dragon fire now? I think so. I practiced recreating the orb on the way here, but I still have a long way to go. Ha! I feel like I'm missing some context here. Later. I need to go get Rhea right now. That was fast. Can't blame her. I heard you might have some dragon fire from his sword. Good to see you back in one piece, Fable. Good to be back in one piece. So, what's the situation? Is there a new plan? Yes. Maybe. We'll need to figure out the details. But it's fair to say we've been given another shot. Right. If there's any smithing to be done, you know I'm with you. How long do you think you'll need to reforge the sword? With the blueprints from the Highlands, it'll go a lot quicker. I'm confident I'll be able to make a darn fine sword. It'll be ready before sunrise. Got no time to waste. Right. I'd still really like to know what we can't waste time on. Let's discuss it with the others. Melly is a lot better at explaining this kind of stuff. She's safe. Yes, she's safe. Innkeep, I trust you'll have some quests locked and loaded for us top of the morning. Of course. I guess we'll see you tomorrow, Innkeeper. Yeah, Melly's been alive. And like that, a massive weight just fell off of my shoulders. Alright, jackass, don't fuck this up. You told Quasar that these people are important? Time to prove it. Rest well, everyone. I've got work to do. Telling, you've missed a lot, my guy. If you weren't here for the last stream or two, you're gonna have to just watch the VODs. It would take too long to explain. Let's see. All might seem lost, but the fight's not over yet. Quasar can still be stopped at the Aperture. He's in the possession of a draconic weapon, but so are we. Thanks to Fable and their newly obtained Dragonfire, we were able to forge a weapon to withstand his evil powers. Yeah, Undertale reference. Someone will have to go deal with the army, too. We still have an army of the undead heading to Thebes. House of Hope. Good morning. Good morning. You don't know how refreshing it is to see you three all together again. I didn't get any sleep, so... Wait, you didn't sleep at all? No. No, it was a pretty rough night. A lot of emotions. Likewise. Did you rest well? Thank you for the care package. Not much, but well. We wanted to spend the whole night planning while Rhea worked on the sword, but Una forced us to sleep. She's always valued nap time. Innkeeper, I observed you put up quests for us. I did. And you even thought about defending the roots. Very smart, Innkeeper, very smart. I assume that means you all did too. Of course we did. We made plans and backup plans and teams and everything. What kind of team did you join? Fable's gonna fight the big bad necromancer guy with their cool new dragon powers. And we'll be making sure the zombies don't eat people. Together with Baya and Archie. We'll evacuate the capital. And Zenyath too. There shouldn't be any people around when his undead army arrives. Other than our extermination team, obviously. That seems reasonable. With Baya's help, it should go quickly too. Right? First, we wanted to ask her to teleport Team Cool Sword to the Aperture, but Baya says she can't talk to the trees in the Forbidden Valley. They're too weird. Too weird for Baya? Must be some strange trees. Yeah, I really wanted to see them, but it's too dangerous, so I'll just wait till I'm older. Archie's gonna help us convince the people in charge about the approaching danger. I'll help with providing good arguments and keeping things organized. And Dave will lead our group and scout escape routes. And after that, you're staying behind for the battle, Dave? No, I'm staying with Melly. I'll bring everyone to safety and protect them there. Not out for revenge. I trust my friends will deliver it for me. I do want the necromancer to be defeated, but I don't want to leave Melly alone again even more. So you want to stay out of it? I want to live. Ah. Plus, Melly will need an assistant. I couldn't ask for a better one. Thank you again for the care package. And yes, Melly is cute, but not as cute as Fable. Agreed. Now, I know you didn't put up a quest for the evacuation, but could you get me a drink for the road? Something tasty to motivate me. We'll have to convince a lot of people we haven't gone mad. Sure. What secret do you have for me this time? A really big one. And what could possibly still surprise me now? My real name. I'm all ears. It's Neil. Neil Broom. Huh. Neat name. I know a Neil. I knew a, well, I don't know a Neil personally, but another one of my friends who runs it's not a tavern, it's more of a shop, but, and he serves drinks there too. He knows a Neil. Really nice guy. It's cool that I get to meet my own Neil too. It's a stupid name, I know, but I think I'm done pretending to be someone else.
Edgy boy with a normal ass name.
Yeah, so Neil it is. I love it. Neil. It's cute. Can I give you a nickname? Neely? Neilchin? Nelly? Like Melly, but with an N. Neil is fine, I think. Neil. It suits you really well. Thank you, Fable. Such a nice name definitely earned you a drink. I was hoping you'd say that. Thank you for helping me be myself. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'll make sure Neil is just as charming as Zephyr or Malachite or John then. I appreciate it. Needs to be charming, so... Let's go with a sunny breeze. That'll work. 2 shots of charisma. And then 2 shots of intelligence. Some additional charm. Not that you need it. This is delicious, thank you. I hope this will make me more bearable to the townsfolk. I find you plenty bearable. Thanks. Innkeeper. Yes, Fable? I've been meaning to tell you. Thank you for everything you've done for me. I think I'm the one who should be thanking you. Without you pushing me to go on that werewolf quest, I wouldn't have gained the confidence to face You're one of the best friends I've ever had. You can't say that to me. After everything I put you through, and you just came back yesterday, you can't say that to me now. I don't deserve it. Thanks, Fable. Thanks. Fable, I have a confession to make. Let me guess. You don't actually know how to make hot chocolate? Actually, I recently learned how. Would you like one? You're trying to distract us. Yeah, he is, but I'd still like one. I'll accept it when you're done telling us your secrets. I'll trade your confession for the chance to make me a hot chocolate. I see I've taught you well. All right. This is scarier than I thought it'd be. I know, but you can do it. That crazy necromancer? The truth is, I know him pretty well. He's my former best friend. That makes sense. It does? Well, I always knew he was hiding something. And when I saw the flowers on the necromancer's armor, it reminded me of the letter you refused to open. Yeah, that letter was... It was something. So, you two were friends. We were in an adventuring party together. It was us and 4 others. Aquila, Aegis, Alkane, and Kia. Oh, it's been ages since I've said their names out loud. We spent quite a few years together. What happened? They died. Our friends, they... Remember the other necromancer you were researching, Melly? Obviously! Is he the reincarnation? Was I right? Not quite. But we fought her, Catabosia, a couple of times. She was obsessed with immortality and would do anything to get it. To us, it was like a game. She'd do something horrible, we'd stop her goons, she'd get away. We got so used to it that we became careless and arrogant. We didn't quite realize how dangerous she really was. Thinking ourselves invincible, we went into our last fight unprepared. And my friends paid for it with their lives. Fable, to be honest, I thought that was what would happen to you when you went into the Twilight Chasm. I thought he'd be the end of you. I see. I understand why you were scared. I just wish you would have told me. Me too. When we fought her, they all went down so quickly. Aquila got mind-controlled and struck down Alkane. Kaya went down trying to heal Aegis. We tried so hard to keep fighting despite it all, to not give up. And then suddenly, they were all gone. It was only me. And Quasar. Quasar? Is that his name? Yeah, Quasar Duskbringer. Is that his real name? Yes. Jealous? A little. He grew up in the Order of Starlight. It was a different subsection from Tia's, but I guess Cassiopeia's servants have a flair for dramatic names. We got along immediately. The Cassiopeian and Leviathan symmetry kicked in right away, I guess. You worship the great sea serpent? Yeah, I'm not much of a cleric or paladin type, though. I prefer more direct communication. Cool. We both had a lot of similar practices. Our party members found weird and off-putting. It was fun. But the other necromancer, Catabosia. That one. She died, right? So you defeated her after all? No. Yes. Well, Quasar did. When I saw my friends were... I was pretty sure it was all over. And that we'd lost. I was hopeless and scared, so I ran. I ran and I didn't stop until I was too far gone to turn back. I get that. Running's pretty easy when you're scared. And that must have been really scary, to lose your friends like that. It was, but it wasn't right to leave them behind. I think it's okay to regret it, but I'm still glad you made it here. I wish I was less of a coward. You're working on it now. I'm trying. Suddenly, there was an explosion of intense magic from where I had escaped from. I'm pretty sure he used the Soul Shatter spell to defeat her. That sounds... shattering. Like something Hex would use. We stole it from a mad wizard back in the day. It was clearly too dangerous to be used, so we all agreed to keep the scroll safe and untouched. But he didn't. We didn't. We both wanted to study it, despite the warnings. And while the others were partying or getting into tavern brawls or petting were-owls, We studied a scroll that could rip souls asunder. I don't think either of us ever planned on using it, but we were young and curious. The allure of powerful magic is a difficult one to ignore. I think when I escaped and he refused to run, with no other options left, he used it against her. And it shattered Carabosia's soul. It clearly won him the fight, but it didn't bring them back. How have we never heard about any of this? You have, in a way. It happened 30 years ago. Yeah. I was wondering why he opened the first sigil 30 years ago and then waited so long for the others. I guess it was an accident. Opening the portals, I mean. That's what did it, right? With her soul? Turned it into a portal? I think so, yeah. And now he wants to bring your friends back. We can all relate to that right now. There's nothing I wouldn't give to see them again. My old friends, and Tia too. But the past has already happened and I can't change it, no matter how much I want to. I want to honor the love they taught me, the ways they changed me, and the life I still get to live. They're worth so much more than only remembering the worst thing that ever happened to them. It's like Clay said, they are people first and a symbol second. And I don't want to destroy myself any more than my cowardice already did. You are a little bit of a coward. You could have told us this at the beginning. I didn't want it to be him, I guess. Nor did I want to choose sides. He's still my friend, even after all he's done. Even after he put on Carabosia's armor and abandoned his oath, I guess no one wants to accept that their friend has become someone unrecognizable to them. I'm sorry that happened to you. To the both of you. It feels good to finally say it out loud. Is that weird? Not at all. Do you think we can share this with the others? His name and the story, I mean. If you want to. I fear Lynn will crush me, though. I'll put in a good word for you. Do you hate me now? Of course not. You're our friend. Our occasionally stupid, shady, and sad friend, but our friend nonetheless. And Quasar is your friend. I also wouldn't know what to do if I had to fight against my friends. I'd like to think I wouldn't want to hurt them either. But you really do have to start taking your own advice. So I've heard. Thanks, Fable. You really are my favorite regular. Good, because you're my favorite innkeeper. So don't go anywhere, okay? Not this time. I promise. Do I get a hot chocolate now, or are we going to be sad for another hour? I'll get you your hot chocolate. Thank you for being patient. I love how it's just that. Just hot chocolate. And then top it off with a little dexterity. One hot chocolate. And this is Quincy's hot chocolate, by the way. For those who weren't here yesterday, before we met up with Quasar, Quincy himself came in, gave us a very thorough talking to, and gave us his hot chocolate recipe. Here. Hot chocolate. Quincy style. This is perfect. Thank you so much. No zombie shall stand a chance against my chocolatey veins. That'll just attract him even more. I have to go run through the garden now. See you in a bit. Good luck, Fable. Oh, wait, I forgot. Giving her hot chocolate just gave her the zoomies. Great. I'll go with her. We'll check in with you guys after we've won. I'd like that. Once we're back, how about some cheesecake and dancing? That sounds lovely. We make some flour biscuits, too. I'm very excited to try those. Be safe out there. You too, Neil. It sounds better when you say it. Can't wait to hear it again. Thank you for sharing all of that with us, Innkeep. I guess it was finally my turn, to be honest. Do you think we'll win this? Yes, I believe in all of you. I know you'll stop him and save us all. Especially with you on the team. You're a really good cheerleader. I know. And even if you don't come back, I'm still glad I got to spend all this time with you. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Me neither, Innkeeper. But don't say goodbye just yet. I'm still coming back to pick up that quest. I need to check in with the others first, though. I figured. Thank you for everything, Fable. I couldn't have wished for a better person to share my adventures with. I'll be back in a bit. Be patient. I will try my best. Full disclosure here, I am a huge fan when the characters actually, even if it's intentional or not, I really do love it when the characters speak to you, the player. And because of who Fable is, because of the way she's written, in those last few sentences, it felt like she was talking to me. And I'm very happy about that. Oh boy, let me get the voice back. Well, hello, Innkeeper! We have returned! Welcome back to my tavern. How are you two doing? Still clinging to those empty lines, are we? You can drop the act now, Innkeep. We all know you're not just a mere babbler after all. Who told you the good news? We met this lovely little girl on our way here. A really chatty kitlin. Maybe she has to overcompensate for that brooding older foster brother of hers. So you know about everything. About your history with the necromancer, for sure. I have to admit, everything makes a lot more sense now. I'm glad you came back. I think we've all made some mistakes in our pasts. Some of us married evil assholes, others ran away because they were afraid. What counts is what you do now, Innkeeper. For example, how you help us fix your fuck up from 30 years ago. I see you've already put a quest up for us. Good. You're not gonna fight alongside Lynn. Oh, fight! Whom are we fighting? The undead army? You know, the one that's marching toward the capital? But who am I to blame them? Sounds like a wonderful stroll through nature. Oh my god, Kyle. They're not strolling, they're eating away at the roots protecting the capital. Well, that's not very nice. You got that right. And that's why we're gonna stop them. Very well, dear Rhea. You and your cape will be welcome additions to the team. There's also a few more adventurers accompanying us. Scully, Una, Jade, and Iniko are going to join in on the fun. Iniko? Well, let's hope their chaotic ideas turn out well. They better. Saving the world and the capital from destruction sounds like a dangerous endeavor. It is. Just as I thought. I couldn't bear losing yet another person so close to me in my lifetime. I know that feeling all too well. Will you both stop worrying before anything bad has even happened yet? That reminds me. Did the sword turn out well? Ha! Excuse me blagging. It turned out spectacular. I was able to craft a flawless weapon, so deadly, yet beautiful. Kale's Baba really passed an astonishing sword onto her. With the Gilver's opals and that blueprint those priests gave us, it's my best work to date. More than enough for the Orhart competition. And with the Dragonfire little Elfie acquired, it's also strong enough to withstand Ur's great axe. Already handed my masterpiece over to Care. Just gotta save this world first before I can win me competition. Are you sure you don't want to wield the sword yourself? Nah. I've fought my fair share of undead. I know how to handle them. I'm better off at the capital, and the sword is better off in Care's hands. It belonged to her Baba once, So naturally, it's Care's legacy. But there's one more thing ye could do. Craving one last drink, Rhea? You see right through me. Anything specific? Just a drink that won't be my last. Mix us something to help us return to your tavern after all this shite. Agreed. I would love to come back here with my dear Rhea just to reminisce. Very well. I have 2 ideas that could work. I could give you something to enhance your dexterity and intelligence, so you can easily predict and avoid all attacks. I top it off with a lotus flower for some extra draconic blessings. That'd be a drink for a purely offensive approach. What will the other drink do? That'd be the choice if you want something less violent. A drink that would enhance your natural charisma as well as your defense. I'd also add some honey flowers to make you extra persuasive. We'll be trying to collect some allies on the way, so we might need to do some convincing. An additional defense seems like a good idea. But smashing the undead creatures' heads together sounds more fun than talking to them. I'm not really much of a charmer, you know. Oh, I find you quite charming. Oh, shush. And we also have Lady Evelyn on our side. She definitely knows how to get a dead heart beating again. I'm speaking from my own experience here. Your ex-wife will be joining us? Absolutely. That's an unexpected turn of events. So she's okay? Of course she is. Well, that's a relief. Did you two talk it out? We did. And while there's still a long way to go, we started to reconcile. I'll tell you about it after we prevent a world calamity. I'm counting on you. I suppose having a powerful vampire countess on our side isn't entirely bad. But now, what about me drink? Have you decided on one yet? No. Both sound reasonable to me. I'll leave it up to ye. Charm or violence? What will it be? You better choose wisely. Thank you. That's only mildly threatening. Great. We're dealing with a massive undead army. And I mean, I know we're getting a vampire countess on our side, but honestly, I don't know. Crap. Think, Zaruk, think. What would you do in this situation? I personally believe in talking things out, but you can't. And we know that these undead can talk, but Scully's not with us, so what are we gonna do? We need to rally the people. Hope is what we need right now. Hope and a will to fight. And besides, with a vampire countess on your team, you need to be a little persuasive so people don't get scared. So, yeah, we're going with charm. So, something with 3 things of charm and a little defense. Well, that would be a 1,000 wins. Yeah, I can do that. And we also need a bit of an infusion of inspiration. Two shots of charisma. And then 2 shots of constitution. 1,000 wins. Rally the people. Build hope. You're right. You'll need all the help you can get. Some charm seems like the right approach. I just hope you're not completely delusional. Me too. You better restock your supplies, innkeeper. You're gonna need a whole lot of drinks. I'll take your word for it. May you return successfully. Be careful. You're starting to sound like some random NPC again. Let's go, Kyle. And pick up your ex-wife. See you later. Until then, dear innkeeper. Stay safe, you two. Please come back alive. Hey, my two favorite characters. I'm back. And I see you brought Lynn with you. What a pleasant surprise. Good to see you too. We're taking this quest, if you couldn't tell. What's up, Aaron? I guessed as much. You're not going alone, I hope. Of course not. We're just waiting for the others. Voy, Hex, and Grace will be joining us. We're keeping the team small because it'll probably be really hard to get there. But I think Carolyn could probably defeat them all by herself anyway. I don't know. I think I work better on a team. I think we all work better when we don't have to go through terrifying experiences on our own. All part of the humanoid experience, I guess. No philosophizing before a big quest, please. But I love my philosophizing. We know. Are you scared and excited? Yeah, both. But it's not the worst combo. Quincy's a real... Look, Quincy's my favorite character, but again, Quincy's a real guy. I'm talking about characters in the game. These two are my favorite. And yes, for those who don't know, I was gifted a copy of Gundam Breakers 4. I have accepted the gift. I'm not the biggest Mobile Suit Gundam fan, but I do like the Gundam series, and I do like a lot of the design. So I'm hoping Gundam Breakers 4 is good. So, big thanks to Rosgrease for getting it for me. It's not the worst combo. We're excited for an epic fight and scared because we care about this world and each other. That seems like a good thing. I guess if I didn't care, I wouldn't feel so worried about all of you either. Good to be worried then. In a way. Though I could do without this feeling of ants running around in my stomach. Me too. But I'm glad you care. Would you say I care, Lynn? Uh-oh. Okay, look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You could kill me afterward. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. That new sword of yours, Lynn. Does it have an appropriately epic name? I asked Rhea that too. She told me to name it. And? Lynn panicked. Said, just a great sword. So now its name is Just a Great Sword. Oh, you poor thing. I mean, you literally... Well, okay, the funnier thing would have been to actually separate great sword into two words. So it literally would have been called Just a Great Sword. Very creative. Luckily, the most commonly translated name for Ur's Great Axe is Just a Great Axe. So Carolyn's fits right in with the naming convention. Wow, dragons must suck at naming things. I knew that, of course. Of course. So you've got Just a Great Sword, unexplored dragon powers, a quest. All that's missing is a drink? A drink. It would be foolish of me to let you walk out of here without any help again. A little. I mean, you are a bit of a fool either way. Who's the fool? The fool himself or the fool who follows him? You guys are always coming back to my tavern. You know you love me. Don't think I'll just forget about whatever you and that Quasar guy got going on. We'll for sure be talking about that once we've stopped him. That's fair. Are you mad at me? No. Guess we all have people we're scared to talk about. But you were right. The past always comes back to haunt us, whether werewolf or necromancer. I can handle the past. As long as you guys promise to haunt me for a long while too. We'll give it our best. So Fable, what drink should he get you? Well, I think I should play to my strengths, but I'm not sure which one I should focus on. On the one hand, dexterity will make me swifter with a bow, and it always helps to be fast and evasive. On the other hand, Voy's been teaching me how to combine magic and music to support people. And I think a powerful pep talk or healing word can go a long way, so charisma could help. Innkeeper, I'll leave the choice up to you. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer here. I like both of these sides of myself. Just make your favorite charisma drink or your favorite dex drink. A favorite drink for a favorite customer. Coming right up. My favorite, huh? I've got a lot of good drinks in here. But my favorite. You know what? Yeah, this'll work. I think she deserves to have a little something nice. Plus, a little blessing from the dragon couldn't hurt. I mean, she's already blessed, but a little bit more of a blessing wouldn't hurt anybody. 1 Quincy's hot chocolate. Ooh, Mighty Strike Freedom. Nice. Fighting skills could really come in handy for this. And speed, too. That way you can always run. Ha. Ha. Thank you. I feel fast and ready for battle now. Maybe I'll even have time to pick up some new ingredients for you on the way back. Focus on getting yourself back first. I'll think about writing up a fresh grocery list later. So, does your ex-paladin have any weaknesses? Does he? I mean, I suppose he does. He's up his own ass, sure, but it's his devotion. It's like he said, he is so devoted to his goal and to those who he lost. He'd do anything to get what he wants. He'd do anything for them. That makes him reckless and easy to manipulate. He'd sacrifice himself before he'd give them up. I hope you'll go in more clear-headed. We'll try. Either way, best of luck. Thank you. Hope you don't mind me kicking your friend's ass. No, please, for the love of the dragons, kick his ass. Kick his ass so damn hard that you punt him across a whole damn football field. Kick his ass so hard that he flies all the way around the planet, comes back, then you can kick him the opposite way so he does a full rotation. You know, just a full he circumnavigates the entire globe. And then kick his face so hard that he looks ugly and he can never look in the mirror again. And then maybe kick him a little bit more until he's dead. Tell him I sent you. Ha! I'll deliver your cutting words myself. Do you mind if we wait here for the others? Not at all. Grab yourselves a table and some... I still don't have any snacks, actually. Don't worry, I brought biscuits. Well then, have some biscuits. I'll set up a table. Why don't I have food in this tavern? I really should. Why don't you sell cookies? I was never very good at baking. Maybe you should... Hey, guys. Hi, Clay. You can finally breathe a sigh of relief, everyone. The face and the muscle have arrived. You're all saved. Hooray! Okay, I was trying to make this less awkward, and I see I've made it worse. It's okay, boy. Some situations call for a little bit of awkwardness. I am... Care. Innkeeper, I'm sorry, I forgive you. Just like that? Just like that. Thank you. Yeah, Clay, listen, I'm sorry too. You needed us and There's nothing you could have done. I needed some time alone to be miserable. Thank you for still being here for me when I came back. Anytime, bud. How you feeling? Not the best. I miss her a lot. Me too. I know. And I feel pretty powerless without her here. But Dave was right. She would have hated it if we gave up now. I don't want to abandon the world she loves so much. We have to try and save it. It's Neil now, I think. But yeah, I think we owe it to her to try. And she deserves a proper ending too. Not to fade into some sort of puppet of his. You're always looking out for her. I know she really appreciated that. And you're always looking out for us. I'm sorry I got so angry about the bird. We're all trying our best. No, you were right. I should do better. Let's try to do better together then. Or, sorry, that was his line. Let's try to do better together then. I'd like that. Good job, you three. That wasn't so hard now, was it? It was very hard, but it was worth it. Thanks for dragging me here, Voy. You got it. I've heard you're joining too, Voy? Of course I am. What would everyone do without my priceless encouragement and skillful illusions? Plus, I'm dying to hurl the worst insults known to dragonkind at that man. Don't hold back on my account. Would you like a drink to help you with that? Nah, I think I've got it covered this time. Can't wait to hear your epic battle ballad about it. Oh, you will. Could I have a drink? I think I could use a little something, like some defense, maybe? I don't know how else I'll handle this without Tia. I'll try my best to mix up some liquid support. Tia's favorite was defense. So, yeah, we can do that. Strongest thing I got for you. Let's see. There we go. One shot of dexterity. Another shot of ignis. And then top it off with 2 shots of constitution. 1 steel tonic. It's not quite Alethea, but this is as much defense as I can give you. Thank you. This reminds me of her in the best way possible. I really needed that. Feeling a bit better? Lots, actually. Coolio. Just missing the 2 wizards now. We should wait for him with Fable. And with Fable's biscuits. There's biscuits. Oh, he's gone. I'm glad they picked up snack duty. Me too. Glad you're okay, big guy. Thank you. Now come on, before Voy starts his inevitable grand speech without us. Did someone say speech? Nope. This way. I'll miss this. Maybe I should start offering food. No. Undo would go crazy. The stars of the show have finally arrived. But Voy's already here. I don't think we can compete with that. Oh, come on. Don't kill my vibe. You spend too much time with the Nico. Impossible. Are they also why you're late? We were busy doing research, okay? Turns out we have a little bit of a problem. You mean besides the crazy necromancer with a god complex and a god's weapon trying to kill death? Sure, pile some more on. Why not? Pile more. More problems. Besides that, yeah. Wonderful. What is it? Quasar needs to go through the astral portal in the aperture to reach Tuat and do his crazy apocalypse thing. We figure he'll be able to use the portal without issue because of Tia, or what's left of her. First, he has to get to the aperture somehow, of course. As a former paladin of Cassiopeia, getting to her portal shouldn't be a problem for him. Well, that's what we thought, which is where our problem comes in. We know he's attempting this tonight, because of the transition between the astral moon and the dying moon and all that jazz. Which means we also have to get there very fast, but teleporting into the Forbidden Valley isn't exactly easy. Its weird natural magic makes it a hazard for any self-respecting wizard. You're basically guaranteed to teleport yourself into a tree. Even Baya can't help. We're a bit stuck. Got any ideas? I'm good at teleporting drinks, not people, so not exactly. Grace, you've been awfully quiet. Do you have an idea? I do. You do? Yes, but I knew you'd say no, so I decided to pitch it to the innkeeper instead. Please go ahead. Remember those spells Hex found? Oh no. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, yeah, that teleportation spell would be great, but you told me it's a 70% casualty chance. You could die.
Oh no.
Yeah, what the tavern said. Like, you could die. Weren't exactly that many to remember. Can't wait to try out that soul binding one. Don't. You'd risk your own soul. I meant the teleportation spell. The one that can teleport you anywhere. That one. The one that could kill you. I think I could use it to teleport a small group right into the astral sea. Somewhere close to the portal so they can find Quasar easily. That would be great. No, it wouldn't. Well, did you miss the part where it could kill you? With my modification, it has a whole 30% chance of succeeding without stripping me of all my mana. That's a 70% chance of death. We don't have a lot of options. This isn't an option. We'll find something else, another way. And with what time exactly, Hexagon? Fine, sure. I'll cast it then. Don't be silly. You're awful at teleportation. Plus, it's more stable if the caster stays behind. And you're a much better fighter than I am. They'll need you at Aperture. And I need you alive! I won't be alive if we don't stop him. I know what I'm doing. Just trust me. Absolutely not. I won't let you sacrifice yourself for some useless heroics. Either I cast it or we don't do this at all. This is Grace's choice, Hex. Let her make it. She makes stupid choices sometimes. So do you, dumbass! Like, hello? Knock, knock. Pot calling the kettle black. Hey, dumbass, you have made some really, 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 really stupid decisions. You've told me about your stupid decisions. You've also told me that you love your sister more than anything. So for God's sake, just let her go. Let her do her thing. Yeah, I know he's being protective, but again, I've already pointed it out, and I would say this to his face. She's better at magic than he is. Combat magic? Yeah, he's an evocation wizard. He's a master at that. But everything else? Nuh-uh. She's got him beat. She's too good for this world and it'll kill her. So you'd rather shape her into something she's not. Don't you love her the way she is? More than anything. Her heart is what makes her so special. Then let her keep it. If we want to save this world, this is the only way. What's the point of this world if it doesn't have you in it? Hex, the world without me that you fear so much, it will exist one day, no matter what we do today. But it doesn't exist right now, and yet you keep acting like it does. I'm just worried. You're so worried about the possibility of me being gone, you treat me like I'm already a ghost. The time we have, it's so short. I know. I'm scared too. I don't want to die either. But I can't miss out on living, pretending I'm already dead. You'll have plenty of time to mourn me when I'm gone. Right now, I need you to love me. I'm scared, Grace. I don't know what I'll do without you. You'll figure it out. You won't be alone, even when I'm gone. It's not the same. I know. But let's focus on what you can do right now while we're still together. We can save this world if you'll only let me live. I guess I can't keep you in a glass case like some sort of spell scroll. Even though I'd come up with great riddles to trap you with. I'd solve them instantly. Ha! You would. Do you really want to do this? I can help. This is how I help. Yeah, imagine returning to an empty home. I feel that. You don't have to. I want to. Let her be her own person, Hex. She deserves this. You'll make it out of this, okay? You have to promise me you'll make it out of this. I promise. And then we'll have a tea party. So many of them. Love you, Gracie. I love you too, Hexy. Oh, it's adorable! Alright, well I guess if anyone can handle casting a crazy, powerful, probably cursed teleportation spell, it's you. Or the innkeeper. But I guess you're not volunteering. Unless you all want to be permanently be transformed into drinks, I can't help you. Good thing you got me then, to cast this spell and to keep you company afterwards. I'll stay behind to ensure the spell's stability and improve the chances of keeping my promise. Sounds lovely. Would you like a drink to assist you in this matter? No, I think I'd like to keep destiny in my own hands today. But thank you. Let's do this then. Or I change my mind and lock you in a tower. I'd like to see you try. Alright. Are you ready? Ready as I'll ever be. You better keep her well hydrated while I'm gone, innkeeper. Will do. It's never goodbye, it's see you soon. You can count on that. Looks like everyone else is ready to get going as well. So shush and let me concentrate. Whoa. You're okay, thank God. Hang on, did your skin... Wait a minute. Your skin... Oh, well maybe not. I thought for a second her skin got a little darker. Or a little more, or like lightened up a bit. Okay, maybe my eyes are playing... Oh, no, it was the light from the crystal. Got it, when it turned off. Okay, got it. Yeah, she went pale. Yeah. Did it work? I think so. They all disappeared. Ooh, that was... Oh, dragons, that was close. It felt like all my insides were being pulled out through my nose. But you made it. But we made it. Can't believe I've got the greatest witch of our generation hanging out in my tavern. That's what the best innkeeper of our generation deserves. Speaking of which, can I get a drink? Something that'll make my brain feel like it's melting a little less? Of course, Grace. You can have as many drinks as you want. Do you think making endless drinks might distract us from worrying so much? It might. I'll consider it then, but let's start with this one. Let's. Let's get a peak sunrise out here for the new day that will dawn from all of this. I have faith in all of them. They'll get through this. Go. One peak sunrise. Emergency anti-brain melting liquid, just for you. Thank you. I think my synapses are putting themselves back together. And now, we wait. We wait. Thank you for keeping me company. Anytime. Ha! Oh, hi. Hello there. I'm Quincy. Grace. Nice to meet you. Likewise. What are you two up to? Looks like a whole lot of worrying. Waiting, mostly. Mind if I wait with you? No, not at all. Then let us wait together. Oh yeah, Grinix, that's Renew. Renew is the name of that little dragon familiar up there. Like, get it? Renew. Final lullaby. First of the dying moon. Oh, whoa! Hey, Nex! It's Nex Dreamcat, everybody! Hey, Nex, how you doing? Welcome, everyone. I am Zaruk Windcaller, your guardian, your high remembrancer, and your arbiter of the Forest of Memories and the reminiscing bard of Twilight. I play games. I'm a variety streamer that plays games that have memories connections to me or my community, and I also play games that I want to make memories of, and this is one of them. This is Tavern Talk. You've actually come in right at the tail end of the game, so spoilers if you want to get the game. But how y'all doing? What's up? I was not expecting the God Cat to show up. Can the Forest of Memories help me remember Algebra 2? Why would you want to remember Algebra 2? Like, it could, but why would you want to remember Algebra 2? Why would you want to remember math in general? Math was my least favorite subject, and I turned out fine. I promise. You weren't... I wasn't expecting... Of course I wasn't expecting you. Like, gods don't exactly drop down in the forest of memories that often. So... What do you mean? I struggled with math. That was my whole thing. I was more of an English and history guy. Math was always hard for me. Don't know why. It just was. So... But yeah, can we get a shout out for next, please? I would greatly appreciate that. But yes, this, for those who don't know, this is Tavern Talk. To give you an idea, this is basically a game where you play as an innkeeper and make drinks for people, for adventurers, before they go out on missions or on adventures. And there is a colorful cast of characters in this game. Like, all of them. They are all amazing. I love these characters so much. So, and we're currently talking with Grace, who is this one. This is Grace. So to give you an idea of how good the characters are in this game, Grace here is not only has not only transitioned from male to female, but Grace is also is probably the most powerful witch of the generation. And what's really, well, it's a bit tragic, but it's also really cool about her. Grace's family is a half-elf family. Her brother Hex got the elven part of the half-elf. She got the human half. So she's 42 and about midway through her life, and her brother's a half-elf, meaning he's going to live for a few more centuries. So their whole dynamic was her brother trying to find ways to make her immortal or to not let go of her. And just a few minutes ago, she finally told him, look, I need you now. Don't act like I'm gone now, because I need you to love me now and mourn me later. So, and yeah, you make drinks for people. So, like, I'll show you. All these recipes do, like, different things. So, like, they ask you for what they need, and then you make them drinks. It's actually really cool. You even have infusions you can put in the drinks. All kinds of different ingredients and what the stats do. It's very fun. And for, and for next... You'll be happy to know we have beast folk. So we have Melly, we have Detective Melina, who's a little 10-year-old cat girl. We have Carolyn, who's a wolf woman, and probably one of the most badass fighters out there. Warrior, fighter, whatever you want to call her. Morning, Grace. You're up early. Couldn't sleep? Not really. I kept waking up every hour or so. Yeah, Makeon is one of the artists for the game, actually. And yes, Carolyn is a badass character. She's like a well-written and just all-around badass. Eventually I just gave up, and I heard you moving around down here, so... Oh yeah, and Quincy? For anyone who's here from Nexus community, if you know who Quincy from Quincy's Tavern is, yeah, Quincy's in here too. He pays you a few visits during the game. So it's really cool to see him in here. Yeah, very chill. Well, I gladly accept your company while I clean. Thank you. You're back! Thank God you're back. We're back, innkeeper. Hi, Fable. Welcome back, adventurers. You're practically beaming, Fable. That's just the sun. Have you been outside today? No, what is this outside you speak of? The good weather seemed antithetical to my worrying. Ha! Mind if I set down my sword, or will that make you worry more? Please, feel free. That is a... Whoa! That is a badass looking sword. Also, Makeon, I don't know if it's a glitch or maybe it's a bug or something, but why is the sword on the table if her sword's at her hip? But is that supposed to happen? Because I was under the impression that she used that sword, the one she normally wields, she used that sword to make the new one. Okay, oh well. I'm hesitant to ask, but your smile seemed to indicate that there's good news to be told. It's safe to say we'll have many more opportunities to try your drinks. And everyone made it back safe and sound. Yes. We're all okay. Actually, Hex and Voy are outside safe and loud. We should probably put a stop to their antics soon. Voy might explode for real if Hex keeps up his teasing. Innkeeper, I'll Go. No need to wait around any longer. Thank you. Someone has to go to Poor Boy's rescue. Someone who's ready to give Hex a taste of his own medicine? Perhaps. For now, I just want to tackle my brother into a hug. I'm so glad to see you all safe, everyone. Let's catch up later. I believe victory drinks are in order. Perhaps later when I've calmed down a bit more? I'll wait until the feast. Feast? I think that's what people do after saving the world, no? We gotta celebrate. Don't say you're pulling out, Innkeep. I'd appreciate a drink. Anything in particular you're craving? Something soft, please. Like a shield that protects you from harm, or a hug that makes you feel safe. Got it. Yeah, the sword on the table was made with dragon opals. That's what Makeon's talking about. Easy enough. God, I'm so glad they're okay. That could have been really bad. But it wasn't. Whew. And there we go. One first snow. Korean, then yeah, you would love Grace. Grace is an openly trans character. Hold on, I can show you. Pictures. There we go. Grace Hex is a openly trans character, and she's so cool. We have a lot of representation here. We have he, she, they. We have everything. Like Fable is they, and they are adorable. Yeah, and Fable and Nico are non-binary, correct. A mighty drink for a mighty good friend. And made by a mighty good innkeeper. This is just what I needed. Thanks. Alright, I believe it's time for my story. It'll be the best you've heard from me yet. Wait. Okay, so, might just be me. Maybe it's just my opinion, but I do kind of wish that now that Fable's tied, has her hair tied up and she's got her horns, I kind of wish the picture would change, but that's just me. Yeah, let's hear that story. Our tale begins not so far from here, in the capital, with the other group. They're safe, the roots and the people. Archie got his fancy diplomat friend to get help from the local government with the evacuating. Yes, this is just like Coffee Talk. Makeon can, I believe, will confirm when I say that they were heavily inspired by it. And if you have played Coffee Talk, notice the Easter egg back here in the cabinet? If you don't know the Easter egg, for those who don't know it, this is the exact lineup of ingredients from Coffee Talk. They are even arranged in the exact same way, and I think that is cool. All that was left was kicking some undead ass. Kyle said they had a lot of help too, like he and Countess Evelyn decimated a whole section of the undead army all by themselves. The Wyvern Chimera defended the city gates together with the Hydra and the Gouver. The Banshee and the Mari Morgan answered Baya's call and scared some of the skeletons to dust. A powerful wizard and a bunch of familiars and former familiars showed up with claws and fire at the ready. Scully convinced the Everbloom Archives Bleakstalkers to come to our aid. After they heard about Tia, they were furious. Even Neil's parents showed up with a group of retired adventurers from Borkum. So, everything we've done, all the people we helped, it's amazing. And with Scully's Union for the Undead Alliance at the ready, not all of them had to be killed. Scully said many of Quasar's undead creatures deserted and joined our side. Uncle Dragon came by and helped too, together with the werewolf settlement from the Ashen Grove. Was glad to hear the old fool still got some guts in him. Sounds eventful, but the team won. They won. Not to toot our own horn, but so did we. It was exhilarating, and also exhausting. Grace managed to teleport us exactly where we needed to go. The Astral Sea was unlike anything I'd ever seen before. Tia had told me so much about it, but that didn't prepare me for how mesmerizing it was. On one side were the sprawling nebulas of Cassiopeia, and on the other, a portal of swirling dark blood leading back to the aperture. Below our feet, the ancient blood of the first vampire stained a river of the astral sea a deep red. It would lead us directly to Quasar, and an undead Tia. So, shit. So he killed the first vampire, Mikhail. Damn it. But the water was deep, too deep for us to wade through, and there weren't exactly any boats around. So Clay called out to the sun humpback whale for help. It showed up in a shower of stardust and allowed us to ride on its back. Once we got closer, we didn't have to wait very long before being bombarded by spells. I made sure to answer with my own volley of arrows blazing with dragon fire. Still, fight was tough. Having the sun whale there definitely helped, even though Quasar banished it whenever it got too close. Both Quasar and Tia barely gave us any time to breathe. Seeing her again, fighting for everything she used to despise, made me so angry. I let my fury guide me and managed to lead her away from Quasar. Her movements were less graceful and undeath, and it looked like the water of the astral sea was clinging to her legs. I don't know what it was in the end. Our voices calling out to her, being so close to Cassiopeia. But right before her weapon could swing down once more, instead of pain, I felt her healing magic. And she smiled. She managed to shake off Quasar's control to help her friends. Meanwhile, we were battling Quasar. Fable and I were leading the charge. I got in his face as much as possible, while Fable swooped in anytime things got dicey with some well-shot arrows. I was barely able to keep track of Fable's position with her movement speed, but I didn't need to. Knew they'd have my back. Hex kept Quasar from concentrating on any annoying spell for too long with a barrage of fireballs. You guessed it. And boy didn't hesitate to heal and buff us. There you go, we'll pet George. Never really understood music fantasies, but after that, I might have to check out one of his shows. Eventually, the tide of battle started turning in our favor. While we had each other's backup, Quasar was alone, and he was starting to get real tired. That was our opportunity. I called on the flame deep inside me and let several pillars of dragonfire cut off any escape routes. I realized what Fable was trying to do. Suddenly, all the doubt about worthiness that had been eating me during the fight disappeared. I wasn't doing this for honor or to gain the dragon's favor. Glory laughs in the face of legacy. Worthiness was never something that could be given to me. It was something for me to grasp. All I had to do was walk forward and protect my people. And at that moment, I did. My slash struck true. Quasar looked neither enraged nor shocked, just tired. And he dropped to the ground and stayed down. I felt a bit sad for him. I didn't. Quasar made his choices, whether I or we like it or not. And we earned that victory. We did. All we could do was stare at the battlefield, barely realizing it was over when we heard Clay crying. We turned to see him and Tia hugging as her body started to dissolve in bright speckles of starlight. The light eventually gathered into a bright sphere above our heads, and then it steadily rose into the dark distance, where it became brighter and brighter. She became a star. I couldn't believe it. My Tia became a star. And she won't be alone up there. Together, her and the sun whale will guide all who are lost through the night. Knowing that, it might give me the strength to live on like she would have wanted. Trust me, even if it feels impossible, one day the sun will rise and the happiness she gave you will outweigh the grief. I look forward to that day, Innkeeper. Until then, I'll just keep on trying. There are still so many wonders in this world. With her watching over me, I want to see them all. And one day, I might get to tell her about all of them. That sounds wonderful. I think all of us feel a little better with her up there. Couldn't agree more. So that means everyone should be able to get her... So that means everyone should be able to get here sometime soon then. Huh? For the feast. Ha! Didn't think you'd actually agree. I can't think of a better way to spend an evening than celebrating with all my friends. Maybe even tonight? We'll see when everyone's had their rest. We have time now, thanks to you all. I won't run out of drinks as long as you don't run out of stories. And you have to tell this epic tale a few more times before I grow tired of it. I'd like nothing more than that, innkeeper. And I got the achievement party time. Who would like some barbecue? Man, what a game. I love this game. I love this game. And y'all can actually see the stuff going on down there. Like, that's actually adorable. Yeah, the tackle hug.
I want to poop the snooze. Stop wanting.
Stop wanting. I don't know what to say. Was I as engaged as I was with Coffee Talk? Yes. In fact, I honestly hope there's a Tavern Talk 2. I want to be able to interact with the characters more and see what they've been up to. It was so cool seeing these characters develop. Oh, and the 2 stars! The sun and Tia's star! Oh, that's amazing. I want to see where these characters go in the future. I love all these characters. Now, granted, are there things I wish that were still in the game? Yeah, I wished we could actually hear people's footfalls when they walk in and out of the tavern. I wish we could actually hear, like, people pulling up chairs or little ambient sounds and stuff. You know, but aside from that, it's the characters that make this game, and I love all these characters so much. I don't know if this is the true ending or the good ending. I've heard that there... Thank you for the care package. I've heard that there are 3 endings. There's a good ending, a bad ending, and a true ending. I don't know which one this is. I hope this is the true ending. Yes, I would like to know which one I got. Because I know I didn't get the bad ending. Thank God for that. You have the good... Oh, okay, I got the good ending. Nice. I wonder how you get the true ending. Well, regardless, it doesn't matter. Yeah. There's a middle ending, a bad ending, and a hidden one. Sorry, a mid, a bad, and a hidden one. Wonder how you get the shoot the jack. Oh yeah, they're shooting the jackdaws. Well, whatever it is, I'm happy with this. Everyone gets... Hello! Iniko and Voy over there. Well, I'm happy with this ending. I'm happy with this. This is just... Everyone's happy. Everyone's alive. Everyone's gets to live their life. We want to thank our families and friends for keeping us cozy, filled with love, and supporting us on this quest. The drinks are on us. In loving memory of Chrissy. Well, cheers. Cheers, team. I'll drink to that. Yeah. And all the backers. That's amazing. Man. It's not often. Oh, and yeah, Rhea wins the forging competition. That's why they had the trophy. Yeah, not the trophy. Andu over there. And Renu too. It's not often that you see such love put into a game. It's very easy. Like, it's easy to make a game, but it's very hard to make a game where you instantly fall in love with the characters. The fact that I was able to get emotional and actually, you know, express emotional stuff with the characters means so much, because most games can't do that. Most games don't, you know, give you the opportunity to express how you're really feeling. And yeah, that did mean there were times where I was yelling at video game characters, but it's because I was so invested. I was the innkeeper for those brief moments. So... These ending sprites might have been my favorite task in the whole project. Hey, Baya thinking with portals. Nice. Well, yeah, it's just... Oh, Carolyn practicing with Archie. And Melly. Man, what more can I say? I love this. I love these little sprites. I love these drawings. I love these characters so much. Please, give me a Tavern Talk 2. Just take my money. If it's whatever y'all need, Kickstarter, whatever, I will gladly dump money on a Tavern Talk 2. Maybe this time I'll actually get a cameo in it. Oh, Hex over here. Hex and Iniko blow themselves up with their potion making. There's Renu right there, and there's Andu. Don't know who the orange dragon is, but yeah, there's Renu, there's Andu. Man, I love this game. This was just a fun little romp. It's nice being able to, like... Oh, hey, there's Clay and his, wife and child. Huh. Oh, yeah, I forgot he was married. Yeah. His family. Oh, that's Tia's family. Oh! No, well, that's still adorable of him. Also, there's Neil and Fable up there. Waldo? Oh, that's enormous. That's adorable. Where's Waldo? There he is. Thanks for sharing a game I definitely need to get. Yes, please, get this game, guys. It is so good. This game, like, you feel like you're part of this game's world when you play it. Even if it is just making drinks for people, it doesn't matter. You feel like you're there. It means so much to be part of this world. Like, you know, they're my friends. They're more than regulars. They're my friends. And being able to interact with them is so cool. So, Carolyn at the grill. Nice. Just, yeah. Get this game. It's so worth it. Hex, where are you? Where is he? I see everyone else. Where's Hex? Ah, there you are, up there. And you can't see me, but there I am coming out with drinks. Look, Gary, there I am again! Man. What can I say? I love this. I love this. This is my reward for doing a good job, and I love this. All of these people. Get to make life life's a lot easier when you got friends to do it with. It really is. Andu, get out of the wall. Alright, who's throwing... Hex, are you throwing fireballs on top of the roof? Stop that. Last thing we need is something nearby to catch fire. But yeah, this is my reward. I get to see everyone happy, everyone alive. All of it. This is awesome. I really, really hope there's a Tavern Talk 2 someday. I want to see all these characters again. Even if we have to jump forward, like, I don't know, only a few...
I want to poop the snooze. Stop wanting.
Even if we only go forward a few years, I don't care. I'd be able to see how everyone was doing. I want to see Melly older. I want to see, like I said, I want Fable and Neil to end up together so they can adopt Melly. I want to see everything that this world has to offer. Because there's more here. I know there's more here. Maybe, oh shit, I know what I want to see. I want to see the dragons take a humanoid form or a human form and come to the tavern. I want to see that. I want to serve Cassiopeia or Tuvat or any of those other ones. I want to serve them a drink. I want to see the dragon gods. Yeah, I want to serve the dragon gods a drink. I want them to show up and then be like, "Oh, you're the innkeeper who, you maybe they don't like me at first, but considering I worship the Leviathan, the sea serpent, maybe he comes by or something. I don't know. I'd love to see that." But yeah, I want to see more of this world. I want to be part of this world again. These people are my friends. I want I want to see them. I want to interact with them. I want to be part of this world again. It's so good. And there's so much more you could do. Like, you know, maybe we can finally start serving food to people. That would be funny, actually. I mean, you could even have a joke where, like, Carolyn is like, I thought you don't serve food. And the innkeeper could be like, yeah, it was a hard change to make, but I think I'm getting used to it. So, you're in the Discord. All news will be there first. Well, I'm glad. But yeah, guys, get this game. Get Tavern Talk. It is so worth it. I love this little game. Even if it's just for a nice, relaxing few hours that you play a day, it is so good. I love these characters, and how many times do I have to say it? I love these characters. I love this world. I want there to be more of it. And I know someone might be like, oh, we'll just go back and get the other endings. Why? I got the good ending. Why do I want to go back and get a bad ending? Why would I do that? Like, why bother? I already know what the bad ending's going to be. Either everyone dies, or Quasar kills everyone and then comes to visit me and it's like, hey, guess what? I killed all your friends. Like, no. They're happy. I don't need to change anything. Everything's perfect. To be honest, other endings have a bit of other emotions and lore. Even so, I'm happy with this one. I didn't run away from my problems. I faced it, I overcame them, and like everyone else, I get to be happy. So, that's all I need. So yeah. We can look at the guest book, though, if you guys want. The Wanted Wall. So for those who don't know, I don't know what the Kickstarter level was, but for people who donate a certain amount, they would get put on the Wanted Wall of the tavern. So these are all those people. Let's see if I recognize anyone. Yeah, it was like 200 euros to get on here. Not quite. I don't recognize anyone yet, but... Yeah, Wizard of Paws. And then we also have a guest book. And the guest book is where people could write little notes. And I really wish I could have, after I've beaten the game, I really wish I could write in this. Don't be murder hobos. Parlay first. There's a red button in the room. Don't touch it. I came for a AAA meeting. Ale, adventure, and atmosphere. We also left some notes. Wait, what? I'm gonna find yours, Makeon. Wait, Lunafreya? Why does that name sound so familiar? Lady Lunafreya? I should know that. It sounds so familiar to me. It was me, Corkra. Oh, it's from Final Fantasy 15. Yeah, you're right. Let's see. Hey, does anyone know if that ginger nobleman is single? If you ever read this, oh, please reply. That was one of the writers. That's actually pretty good. Let's see. No and Nana. No, hope you like this cozy place as much as me. Thank you so much for being my friend. Love and cherish you, Nana. I get it. Let's see. Finished my manuscript here, but Ondu ate it. 5 out of 5 stars. Let's see. Annabelle Crystalline, a.k.a. the Crystal Palm. Let's see. I teach draconic etiquette to anyone interested. Look for me. I left the cats behind. Should be under Nika. Let's see. Yeah, let's find Makeons. Let's see. Dead by Ginger was here. Let the fire in your heart burn your mark into this world. Let's see. Till we meet again, Leia and Luke. Some people paid for this. Yeah, that is cool, though. It's still cool, though. Let's see. We are currently accepting applications for anyone who wishes to become a dream demon. See, whether it's tea, Earl Grey hot, or an enchantment, you always delivered. Kiori Belmont, nerd. That's a Star Trek joke. Tea, Earl Grey hot.
It may not be tomorrow, darling. It may not even happen with an army at my back. But rest assured, I'm the man who's gonna kill you someday. I'll be seeing you.
Let's see. Write your own fate, or someone else will write it for you. Let's see. Pomegranates are always in season. Visited by Puff, the dryad with so many lives. See. Perfect place to talk to people no one ever suspects they're your next target. Possible assassin. The die is cast. Do not lose sight of the stars. To your victories past and adventures to come, may you have all that you need, and then some. Quincy. That's cool. That is so cool. See, I stole all the towels, and sorry for the fire. All in all, very enjoyable stay. Let's see. Check if your drink is meant to leave a tingling sensation. It's not magic, just allergies. 92 during my... What's that? 92 during my stay. I hope to come back. Lovely regards, QSM. Tom and Greta survived the darkest dungeon. Let's see. Yeah, sorry, Thomas. We just finished the game. Let's see. Don't mind me, a sorcerer apprentice savoring a frosted lagoon in the lovely tavern. Oh, that's all the pages, huh? This is so cool, though. Still can't find yours anywhere, Makeon. Was that an Indiana Jones reference way at the end? Was it? Oh, it is! If you see a 3-foot-tall dark elf, alert me. Answers to Gids and Short Round. Page 13. Let's start a little bit. Let's start at page 11. No pets for Miete, just carry her like a purse. Hear the song of her people for 100 nights. Let's see. Arlo? Okay, different guy. Let's see. Artificer Xanthanael. James Drake the Ninth. Kitty Hawk, Lena, Milius, Sparkle Gem, Lotus Quill, IJ, Jolene and Wolf. Splitna, Grub and Snacks, Ninja Maya, Nana, Sakura, Jossie, Annabelle Crystalline, aka the Crystal Palm, Jawbreaker, Carwell the Mage, wait. Hold on. Said it would be under Nika. Interesting. Hold on. Let me see. Alex Fate Marshall. Let's see. Gastfinger. Hiyori. Sorry, Nemesis. Sorry, we broke the chair. Bam Bam. Let's see. Riku. Smoke Drake. Mizuki. Nebulola. Shady. Ink Goodman. Did you know you have rights? Ink Goodman. Let's see. Rhea, Torferom, Radolf the Wanderer. Let's see. Magoishi. Let's see. Gotta find it. It's gotta be in here. They wouldn't have just not included it. There's Niki. Not Nika. There's Niki. Atka. Let's see. Hang on. Ah, Niki's one of the programmers. Joy, Dia, Anya, Nightingale. AJ, Lunafreya, Rishib, Nilara, Selly, Melando, Ilonia, Edel, Leandrus, Lirandris, Rorik, Kragen's the Druid was here, Enos, Wendelin, Brato, Excelsior, Toby, Bry, Call the Socks Wizard, Inkin, Emeria, Charlie Rose, Strawl, No Manslaughter in the Tavern, Minji, Mr. Bland, Nika! I got it. Another person looking respectfully. My non-existent master plan is working as intended. That's a good one. Yeah, for those who don't know, this is Mach Aeon's signature. Another person looking respectfully. My non-existent master plan is working as intended. That's good. That's really good. Well done. So yeah. W game. I love this game. I love it so much. I'm at a loss. This game is that good. I really hope these guys get to make a sequel or to get to make something similar, because I would love, like I said, a Tavern Talk 2 would be awesome. To be able to meet with everyone like a few years later, see how everyone's doing. There's still going to be more problems and stuff. I mean, to be fair, there's still damage done. I mean, the stars are still out of the sky. The seals are still broken. So it'd be nice to find out a few years later, like, hey, what's going on? You know, are things, how's everyone handling things? Heck, it might, one interesting thing might be since all this stuff has gone wrong, what if the dragons start having a falling out with each other? Yeah, they're neutral, but that's only upon helping people. That doesn't mean they're neutral with each other. So what if the dragons start turning on each other and we get moments where, like, I don't know, maybe Cassiopeia shows up and, like, Cassiopeia's in the tavern and we get to talk, we get to talk to her and some of the other people. That would be cool. Yeah, there's never peace in D&D world, but for a time. They buy themselves a little bit of time. To quote a very powerful elf from Warhammer, the war is never over. All we can do, because the war is never over, all we can do is simply push back the onslaught. But for now, we've earned ourselves a little peace. Yeah, it would be cool to meet a lich. That'd be neat. There's a bunch of stuff. We could meet an ogre, a troll. We could meet a ton of different people. But yeah, that's going to do it for now.